By the way, I'm Mark Benson with the lead, the next reporter of Mr. Caballero, where his last topic is statistical reports. And I'm the one who will continue about the parts of statistical reports. The first one is labor efficiency rates, where it is about the measurement of how efficiently a given workforce accomplishes a task when compared to the standard in that industry. So how we calculate a labor efficiency? For example, the AT is the standard labor hours for a certain project and the actual amount of time work is 90. First, you just the standard labor hours or is 80 divide to 90 the actual amount of work and the result is 0.88. And then the next is the result of this standard labor and the amount of time work will be multiplied to 100 and you get 88. If the rate or the result of this computation will have a higher result, it means this employee or the task of employee is we can consider as great performance, or in other words, it is compared as a high performance. And the next one is the quality rejects. It means from the word control itself. It is about testing of units or products within the specification for the final production. And here is the figure of quality control. The first thing is your input, whether you input specifically inputting some product that is for the final production. First input, for example, a parallels or a flat bar were used to in building projects. After of the inputs, the next is process, where what we will process uh, basically the product, where we input the product of parallels. Then inspect the time, inspect the materials. So there's two way in the end where the accept or reject. If the product will reject, then the company will rework again until the product will be accepted and ready for the final production or for the business. The next is accounts receivable and accounts payable. When we say accounts receivable, it is amount owed to a company resulting from the money providing goods and or other services on credit. And when we say accounts payable, it is amounts due to the vendors or suppliers for goods or services received that have not yet been paid. So the differences between receivable and the payable accounts from the word the money you owe to vendors, where accounts payable is the company who have owed to a vendors. And when we say accounts receivable, the money who are the clients who owe to a company or a business. And the next one is sales report. When we say sales report, it is a summary of all sales activity that occurs over a specific period of time. It might be the sales report in daily reporting or in monthly. So here's the figure of the report. The summary, the sales by region, lead report, sales leaderboard, and if the business is win or lose, then in this way we can, if you have a business, you can determine if your company is decreasing of income or increasing. And the next one is accident reports. When we say accident, it is not unexpected to be happen. And this is a form that is filled out in order to record details of an unusual event that occurs at the facility, such as an injury to a patient or a worker working in the site construction. There's the example. The man maybe get injured. So who is the responsible when this time happen? So the reader or reporting of injuries, diseases, and dangers of concurrence regulations 2013. These regulations require employers, the self-employed, and those in control of premises to report specified workplace incident. And it is important to when some employee or worker get injured, um, as soon as possible, report it to the superiors or to the management of that firms. And the next one is the power consumption report. This is important because this in engineering, electrical, not only in electrical, but it is all about what is how to determine if the power, well, there is some problems, so it can be easily to identify whether there is some technical problems about the energy or the power consumption. So this refers to electrical energy per unit time supplied to operate something such as home appliances. So one example of the appliances or any gadgets, but mostly the appliance is most priority. When the industrialization process develops quickly and goes down rapidly when industrialization is completed or near completion. That is a need to know about the power consumption. So this is the end of my report about the parts of statistical report.